Good morning to surviving the 80s. And yesterday I had started some vinegars and I thought I would just open them and let you see, well, talk about them. And then actually what I want to do today is I'm going to start making some, and this does need, I'm going to have to turn on this light, and it's bad light for the video, but one needs to see. Okay, this is my rose and hawthorn. Definitely needs a little more vinegar, so I'll put that on there, and there, I'm putting some of the last flavored vinegar that I made on it. I don't think I'll do that with the next one. Okay, so that's a little bit topped off and stirred. Okay, and then this is my sort of spicy one. Oh yes, well I'm going to get the real vinegar because I want to do something else with that other vinegar. Okay, so it needed a top off. And you do want to watch these because you need to keep it clear under the vinegar. And I can tell, and this is the apple cider vinegar that has not been pasteurized. It still has all of its goodness in it, and it's organic, okay. When it's not pasteurized, vinegar can be counted as a probiotic. Okay, I'm going to just sort of... Okay, there's that one. They're probably all going to need a little bit. Oh yeah. And there's not much room to put it, but there is, and it needs to be a little more in it. Now, these need to sit for 4 weeks. Actually, some might sit longer than that. Usually what I do is I don't know. I'll probably, a lot of times I just let them sit until I really need them. So they'll go a lot longer. Okay, but this morning, what I really want to do is I'm going to make some vinegar. I'm going to make some mustard. And this is, this is the wrong, I don't think this is I want my half cup measure. Okay, I've got a half cup measure, and what I'm doing, I'm taking 2 kinds of mustard seed, and I don't need this yet. I'll put that back. Okay, you put a half a cup of mustard seed and a half a cup. I'm gonna, if I could edit these, I would, but there wouldn't be much left to my videos. So I'll start over. I am gonna start over. No, I think I'll just let it go on. Okay. Anyway, we're mixing brown and yellow mustard seed. I'm doing the yellow first, and I want a half a cup. Oops, there are some black in here. I didn't realize that. This is a mixture already. Okay, what this is going to do, because it's mainly brown, I think, but it's already mixed, but this means my mustard will be hotter because I have a predominantly more of the brown mustard seeds in here. So you want about a cup, and if you want it to be a little more mild, heavy on the yellow. If you want it to be hotter, heavy on the brown. And then I'm going to do something I've not done before, but coriander mixes well with mustard, and I love coriander. I'm not going to put in a half a cup. Maybe that's more like 2 tablespoons to maybe a little more. I'm going to put that in there. And what I want now, I'm going to put a half a cup of vinegar. This time I'm going to use my flavored vinegar. So I want a half a cup, and I'm going to pour that in. And then a half a cup of water. There's a lot of different ways to make mustard actually, but this is one I like. There it is. So half cup water, half cup vinegar. I'm going to put that on there, shake it a little bit, and this has to set for a couple of days. Now you can put it in a glass bowl. Don't put it in metal because the vinegar reacts. If you put a lid on it, make sure, if you're using a jar like I am, be sure it's a plastic lid, not a metal. If only you have metal, put something between so that the vinegar does not touch the metal. It will react and spoil it. And I thought coconut oil came in here, but it was G. We want to label that the day I started it in case you're as old as I am and might forget. So I'll go get my pen. I didn't do that. Okay, and today is the 19th. What am I saying? It's not the 19th, it's the 25th. Okay, and 18. Okay, it's my mustard with coriander. And I will let it soak a couple of days, and then I'll show you the rest. But in the meantime, I'll tell you, in a couple of days, I'll add a teaspoon of honey, a teaspoon of turmeric, and salt to taste, which might be up to a teaspoon of salt. I don't usually put that much in. And then I'll blend it in the blender, and then I'll have mustard. So that's my mustard. And then I thought it might be interesting, since I told you I really liked coriander, and I have this wonderful healing spice book, and it talks about coriander. I'm just going to read one thing that it's good for, and it's type 2 diabetes. Coriander is a traditional remedy for indigestion, diabetes, rheumatism, and pain in the joints, noted by a team of researchers. And then they found out that in type 2 diabetes, they found it decreased blood sugar levels and increased insulin, the hormone that controls the blood sugar. And there's other good things about it. It talks about eczema, psoriasis, and skin diseases, intestinal spasms, insomnia, and some others. On the mustard, I'm just going to read what it pairs well with and why it was okay to put coriander, because coriander pairs very well with mustard. Allspice, black cumin seed, cardamom, chili, cinnamon, clove, coriander, cumin, fennel seed, ginger, star anise, turmeric, and some others. Okay, and it again helps type 2 diabetes, heart disease, insulin resistance. So there you have it on that. And so that's what I'm making, and we'll come back in a couple of days and finish the mustard together. Thank you. I hope you like this.